Philadelphia Flyers back on the road for their second trip of the season, and it's their first road trip into the Western Conference. Starts tonight here in Dallas as they take on the Stars. Hello, everyone. Welcome into today's Flyers Game Day Preview. Along with Tim Saunders, I'm Brian Smith. The Flyers coming off a pretty good start to the season at home for their first couple of home games. And, in the past, they've won early on and haven't been able to keep it going, but this time it actually looks sustainable.
3-1 in the first 4 games. It's happened, 3 times now in the last 4 years. Smitty, I think originally the plan was maybe they'll be under the radar a little bit for a while. Maybe this Flyers team's better than other teams expect them to be. If this continues, the cat might be out of the bag a little bit because they played real well against good teams so far.
Well, no matter how you slice it, they're going to see a couple good teams on this road trip. First here in Dallas, and then it's off to Las Vegas to take on the defending Stanley Cup champions on Tuesday. Especially here with the Stars, they've had their struggles over the last couple of seasons, and this hasn't been a great place for them, but they're ready to kick it tonight.
Yeah, it's been over 9 years since the Flyers won in Dallas, and this is one of the Cup favorites from the Western Conference, so this is not going to be an easy task. Third of, 6 in a row against Western Conference teams. And there are players on this Dallas club that Flyer fans might not be all that familiar with, but they've got a deep top 9 forwards, and this is going to be a real good test.
Had a chance this morning to jump into the locker room and get the guys' thoughts on this game tonight, as well as head coach John Tortorella. Let's see what they had to say.
For me, every day is the process. I know teams get measured by the winning and losing. The way I look at it, I coach a team on how they're playing, and I think all the games run into one another, and then there's a result. And I know you have to get those results eventually, but I just try to coach the team and what's going on with the club at that particular time.
Yeah, it was definitely a good night the other night, but I think you got to move on. It's a different challenge tonight. Different players, they have all through their lineup, 3-4 good lines that can, score. So I think we're going to need everyone tonight to kind of be on their A game and be ready.
Some of the chances were there in the first 3 games, and obviously it's still early. You can't start overthinking anything yet, but I'm one of those guys that kind of drives off chances, and if the chances are coming, then it's only a matter of time. So obviously last game it was nice to get rewarded with a couple assists, but like I said, we played a great, complete, full team game last game.
Got an injury update on Mark Stahl. He is week to week with an upper body injury and not on this trip, so Yegor Zamula will slot back in along with Emil Andre. Both will be in the lineup tonight. The goaltending situation is going to be Sam Ersson going for the Flyers tonight. Felix Sandstrom is going to back up, and Carter Hart will get a night off before the team heads to Vegas for Tuesday's game. Other than that, the lineup's going to be the same. So again, a couple of great home games for the Flyers this week. A couple of great individual performances. Sean Couturier certainly looks like he is back after that long layoff.
Yeah, no secret why he won a Selke Trophy earlier in his career. Obviously, the return of a healthy Sean Couturier and Cam Atkinson, for that matter, who had 2 goals the other night, that's been huge for the Flyers. But the way Coots shut down the best player in the world, Connor McDavid, held without a shot for the second time in his last 89 games, that was phenomenal. And they'll be up against some pretty good forwards. We'll see, without having the last change, we'll see how Torts decides to use Couturier and against whom tonight.
All right, so it's the Flyers and the Dallas Stars tonight here starting out this road trip. It is an 8 p.m. puck drop back in Philadelphia. You can catch the telecast on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Timmy will have the call on the radio side with Todd Fedoruk on 97.5 The Fanatic tonight. So we hope to have you along with us as the Flyers take on the Dallas Stars.